to its name, Unstoppable Africa is just that, a continuous stream of potential, prowess and power, delivered by the Global Africa Business Initiative, the first of its two-day event brought together leaders of nations, businesses and organizations, all of them determined to see Africa succeed.
The optimistic note is that the opportunities now in front of the continent worldwide. Businesses are trying to diversify their value chains. And Africa is one of the areas we are pointing. You can diversify here.
Africa's leaders have made forceful appeals for peace, for climate justice, and for an end to conflicts that stretch beyond borders. Having a conversation about Africa at Unstoppable Africa, you're going to be having a conversation about permanent seats on the UN Security Council. Secretary General Antonio Guterres had some stern words.
Africa's permanent representation is long overdue. It's a scandal that there is still no African permanent representative in the Security Council.
Antonio Guterres' calls add weight to the urgency, especially on the need to ensure Africa has a say in its own security matters. A highlight of the day was the Big Push panel, a high-level session which brought together the presidents of Botswana and Namibia and financial powerhouses, which brought another conversation to how Africa's resources should be processed at home in order to create jobs and cut imports.
We need to move to the core of the supply chain that the world needs for the energy it needs. And we can do that by just simply focusing on how to capture and retain more value at home and at the source of the material.
Often, the statistic of Africa's massive youth population is brought up as an example of advantage. But without education, the resources of population loses value.
It's not just the raw materials and it's not just the young people. If you put a young person in a car that has not been trained to drive the car will smash.
What remains to be seen is how the calls for change today will transform into action. Monday's edition of Unstoppable Africa will shift its attention to look at investment and technology with a special performance from Tiwa Savage. One lesson that we have learned here is that if leaders do keep up the momentum, the foundations that they lay today will bear fruit for Africa tomorrow. Adefemi, Akinsanya, Arise News, New York.